Hi everyone, Dr. Caitlin Butler Birmingham, aka Dr. K, Naturopathic Sports Medicine Doctor. Today talking to you about the safe technique for the back row. So we're going to do the setup for the wide grip back row, close grip, and anytime you change your hand position along the bar, you're changing which muscle fibers are active. So that's what we're going to go through today. So I have my bar set up already, and when you're getting ready for the lift, I'm just going to show you without the weight first. You're going to set up in the similar position as the posterior deltoid fly. So feet are hip width apart or a little bit wider. With a heavier weight, I tend to have my feet a bit wider. Then what you want to do is you want to hinge at the hips so that your back is in neutral, so that you don't have this kind of posture. That's where injuries happen. So nice neutral posture. And then when you are holding onto the bar, you set up so that either you're doing a close grip, so your hands are just inside shoulder width, and when you're pulling up, everything is nice and tight, or the wide grip where they're outside of shoulder width. And depending on how far along the bar you're going, you're going to end up activating posterior deltoid a little bit more. But again, that's hard with heavier weights. So you set up, your hands are facing so that palms are, down on the bar that way. And when you bring the bar back, you want to visualize that all of the action is coming from your back, and your hands and arms are just accessories to that motion. Okay? So if I'm going to take my bar here, setting up for the wide grip. So everything is nice and tight. I get into my start position, and then I'm pulling up and down. Now, the way that you breathe for this is you're breathing in and out as you pull up. So the arms are coming up, but the elbows are passing the back a little bit. So breathing in and out as you pull up. Now, if you're doing a close grip, as I say, a little bit inside the shoulders, setting up, start position. So that looks a little bit different than doing the wide grip. And as I say, you can play around with it. You can do an underhand grip where, you're more in that kind of bicep curl position and you're pulling up towards your chest as well. And that's just it. The bar is just coming to chest height, usually at the kind of like bra line essentially. And that's where you're aiming for. Now, the one thing that I do see with people is that when they're, into their final phases of the lift, then they start coming up with the upper body and using that as momentum to bring their arms up. So if that's the case for you, just take your time with it. There's a lot of moving parts with this. If your back does, start to round or something like that, it can be a problem. So just make sure that you reset if needed, or just stay with a lower weight until you feel comfortable. All right, guys, that's a safe technique for the back row. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.